Most American workers in this country have been punched in the gut by the economic policies that have happened, whether it's Democrat or Republican, because it's all about making sure that those in the Washington to Wall Street axis of power get their cut, whether you get one or not. I say it's time to quit taking a punch in the gut and give this government a kick in the butt. That's what we need to do in America now.
Presidential candidate Governor Mike Huckabee in fuego yesterday, revving up the crowd at the Value Voters Summit in Washington. How'd the other contenders do? There were a lot of them there.
There were. Fox News radio host Todd Starnes was there. He joins us from D.C. Todd, thank you so much for joining us. How are things down in D.C.?
Great to hang out with you guys this morning. Yeah, Governor Huckabee there with the salty language in front of the evangelicals. But you know what? He got the best reaction from the crowd than anyone who spoke yesterday, including Ted Cruz, who did a great job. But I think the crowd really connected with Governor Huckabee and his message, and I thought that he won the day yesterday.
What's so interesting, Todd, is you think of Governor Huckabee as an evangelical, a former pastor, as being a social conservative, which of course he is. But he was delivering a message, at least in that clip, of economic populism, and you said the crowd really responded to that.
They certainly did. Got a huge standing ovation. Contrast that with Donald Trump, who his performance reminded me of the Steve Martin movie, Leap of Faith. You guys might remember that. He came out there waving his Bible and basically pandering to this crowd. I think the folks saw right through it. They actually gave him some boos when he went after Marco Rubio and called him a clown.
Yeah, there's some things that work with that crowd, and there's some things that don't. They certainly had a lot to talk about when it comes to what was going on right behind him at the Hill. Speaker Boehner, his announcement, what was the reaction like?
It was like the glory of the Lord shone round about them. This was like an all-out revival meeting when they got word. People were hooting and hollering and cheering. This crowd, not big fans of John Boehner. And so when the word came down, there was quite a bit of jubilation and excitement here at the Omni Shoreham Hotel.
Yeah, conservatives really don't like Boehner, and that's been the case for a long time. But who do they want to replace him?
Well, you know, that's a great question. A lot of people have been talking about there. A lot of buzz in the hallways. Trey Gowdy's name has been mentioned quite a bit. Of course, he's the favorite son of South Carolina and a big favorite among conservatives here. So that seems to be the name I'm hearing. I'm sure there are others being banted about, but it's still a bit early right now.
What was the takeaway from yesterday? Who seemed to come out with really catching the most headlines?
Well, look, I thought, of course, I mentioned Governor Huckabee. Ted Cruz did very, very well yesterday, as did Marco Rubio, and his message resonating with the folks here. And look, I think it's still too early to say who's going to get the evangelical vote, because when you look at the polls, Governor Huckabee still has a little bit more work to do to gain ground. So it's still anybody's game here. The challenge is there are a lot of very valid and viable candidates competing for that evangelical vote.
That they are.
The great Todd Starnes joining us live from D.C. Great to see you, Todd.
Thanks, guys.